What's up, everybody, and welcome to Knicks in 6. I'm Cam Smith, and I got my running mate, John Wallace, J-Dub. And Dub, we're going to jump right into this thing because we're at the midway point of the NBA season. So we got to give out some awards to the players for the Knicks. And we're going to start with storylines, man. What's been the biggest storyline so far for the Knicks?
Man, for the first time in a couple of years, I've gotten so many of my friends calling, all my Knicks fans all over the world. The Knicks are back, and I think that's the storyline. Like, the Knicks are back relevant. You saw the video last week after the game, the fans going nuts like we just won a championship. Like, the excitement is back. That it's in the air again. Like, you can feel it, like the intensity. New York City's buzzing again about the New York Knicks, so it's a really, really good time to be a New York Knick.
And you're decked out in your Knicks gear, so that shows the pride that you got in that franchise. And I agree with you. The Knicks are definitely back, and that's been the biggest storyline for me, is that you putting some respect on that New York Knicks name once again. The city is back. Let's go. Let's keep it moving, John, and let's go to the biggest surprise of the season. And for me, it's R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett's growth from his rookie year to now his second year in the league has been tremendous. His shooting numbers are up from what he's shooting from three and also from the free throw line, and he knows the difference between a good shot and a bad shot. So shout out to Mr. Lucky Lefty, R.J. Barrett.
Now, for me, it's all about Quickley. I mean, I think he's the steal of the draft thus far.
No doubt.
Playing really, really above his years. He's coming off, he's on instant offense. And he's got good tips, put the best guys around him. He's got Derrick Rose to learn from around him. He's got Effort Payton to learn from as a veteran. Some nights he's putting up almost 30. But the fact that he's learning the right way, he's getting all the right concepts, he's learning all the nuances of the game from such a good teacher in Tibbs. I think his future is going to be very, very bright.
We got to get into the drip talk. Who is the most fashionable dude on the team when it comes to player-wise? Not even throwing the coaches in. We're just talking about players, because I know that, Kenny Payne has a little bit. Not sure about Tom Thibodeau. So let's focus on the players and who has the best drip on this Knicks roster, man. I got my name, but I want to see if it matches up with yours. So who you got?
Well, see, I was going to say Coach Tibbs, because you guys didn't see Coach Tibbs in '96 the way he dressed. So the way he's dressing now, trust me, he's grown exponentially. His wardrobe has changed tremendously. So I was going to actually say Coach Tibbs, because, I saw the way he used to dress back then. He's got the most drip to me on the team.
I feel that, man. You know what? I'm surprised you went with Thibodeau. He has grown, but I think he's adapting to the times, because he knows that fashion is a big part of the NBA nowadays, with players rocking their drip as they walk through the tunnel in the pregame walk. But I'm going to go with Frank Ntilikina. That dude has layers to his outfits and his style, man. He can go business casual one day, go full business with a European cut. He's from France, so he throws a little bit of that in. If he wants to go New York City style and rep a certain borough with how he's dressed, he can do that as well. So Frank Ntilikina is my guess. John, we got to get into this NBA dunk contest, because I feel that this was finessed once again for the second straight year, and Obi Toppin was left on the losing end, and he was robbed. Let's just call it what it is. He should have won the dunk contest versus Anthony Simons. Yeah, Simons got a little eye level above the rim for that final dunk, but come on, man. Obi with the final dunk just inside the free throw line, through the legs, left to right. That had to be 9s across the boards, maybe sneak in a 10 here and there, but Obi was robbed. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the judging was kind of shaky most of the night for a lot of those dunks. I think Obi's first dunk was a 50. They didn't realize that the degree of difficulty in bouncing between your legs the way he did that, So I think he got robbed on his first dunk, but I definitely think he should have had a much higher score, and I thought he should have been crowned the champion last night. But shout out to Anthony. It was all for good cause. The HBCU community got a lot of support and a lot of money raised for them last night. So that was awesome. Let's not lose sight of that. That was the main goal of last night's event. So it was a lot of money raised, but I still think that Obi Toppin should have been named slam dunk champion, especially because he's from New York.
and shout out to you, John, for talking about the money donated to HBCUs and bringing that and opening up the eyes of what that event was about. But I'm with the smoke, man. Like, we got to hold these judges accountable. Spud Webb, D. Brown, Jason Richardson. Like, y'all, I got to see y'all. Y'all got to see us. If you come to New York, we got to have a conversation because Obi Toppin should have been the 2021 NBA Dunk Contest champion.
No doubt. And I got your back, Cam.
Let's go. I got my road dog with me. Now what? I can take Spud Webb, but you take Jay Richardson and everybody else that's above 6'4". J-Dub, I appreciate the time, man. This is like the two-man game that we ran. It's like an NBA Jam combo with me and you on Knicks in 6. And I think we made it in 6, I believe.
He's on fire.
Thanks for rocking with us.